So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class, we are going to discuss all the important conflicts in the continent of Africa. So I hope you all are aware of this, that in the last 1 or 2 years, we have seen a lot of occasions where we have seen violence in African countries, multiple places we have seen military coup. There are places we have seen a rebel group backed by other countries creating havoc in some other countries, something like that. So that is why, and it was being much demanded by students कि sir mock में question भी आया था. There were questions in mock. So that is why actually I decided to take this class. And I believe that yes, now it becomes very, very important because we have seen a lot of conflicts in as a part of current affairs. So am I audible, visible? Is everything fine? And yes, some people were requesting, ki, sir, please schedule a class on Israel-Iran conflict. And I have decided to schedule it next week. Actually, thoda sa thumbnail बनने में time लगता है, ठीक है? That is why I have decided tomorrow I'll be discussing G7 summit, which happened recently. I mean, today also it's happening. So tomorrow we will discuss the result of the outcome of the G7 summit of 2025. And next Monday, I have planned a session for Iran-Israel conflict. Okay? So this is also very, very important. I will be doing it in the next class. Now, before we will be discussing this, you should go and watch this class. This class is very, very important in the current context. ये class बहुत important हो जाती है. The reason is because currently US is saying that Iran should not have nuclear weapon or something like that. So Iran nuclear deal से related, I have already made a video. तो आप इसको search करना and you will get it. Okay? Please watch it and make notes out of it. This topic becomes now very, very important. अब ये topic और ज़्यादा important हो गया है, especially after the rise of the conflicts. Okay? Now it becomes very, very important. Second thing is, अगर आपको ये video नहीं मिले, let's say you are trying to search it and you are not able to get, then go to our channel, subscribe to it, go to the live section and scroll down. Live section में scroll down करते जाओगे तो आपको मिल जाएगा ये, ठीक है? This was made 2 months ago, so if you keep on scrolling, you will get this video. Please watch it. This is very important and make notes out of it, because here I have discussed about Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, IAEA, International Energy Agency. All these things were in the news. So जब मैं I'll discuss a class on Monday regarding Iran-Israel conflict. And if you have already watched this video, then you will be easily able to understand. ठीक है? इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ कि उससे पहले आप ये वाली क्लास देख लीजिए जब मैं मंडे को क्लास लूंगा ईरान-इजराइल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. Okay? Now, so let us begin. तो हमने आपको बताया, I hope you all are aware that this is India and this is Africa, right? और बहुत जगह conflicts हो रहे हैं. There are a lot of places in Africa where we are seeing conflicts, like Niger, Nigeria, Mali, Burkina Faso, okay, Sudan, then Democratic Republic Congo, Gabon. So ये सब जो region है, especially इस region को कहते हैं Sahel region. I hope you are aware. This region is called as Sahel region. Okay, so we are seeing a lot of conflicts in this region, and that is why I have decided to discuss important points. अब देखो चूंकि इतने सारे countries discuss कराना है, so I will not be going in detail, but जो important key terms है जो आपको याद रखना है, that you should remember it. ठीक है? So we are beginning with actually the country of Sudan. So let us begin. तो Sudan कहाँ पर है? Here is Sudan. This is Sudan. The capital of Sudan is Khartoum. ठीक है? इससे रिलेटेड चीज एक बताऊं चाहिए, तो यहाँ पर है विक्टोरिया लेक. सो विक्टोरिया लेक से यहाँ से एक व्हाइट नाइल निकलती है, स्टार्ट्स, एंड इथियोपियन हाईलैंड से ब्लू नाइल स्टार्ट्स, एंड इट मीट्स टू फॉर्म नाइल रिवर. और ये जो जगह है इसको खार्तूम कहते हैं. दिस इज द प्लेस, द खार्तूम, वेयर एक्चुअली द कैपिटल इज, द कैपिटल ऑफ सुदान. ठीक है? सो ये तो एक बेसिक ज्योग्राफी हो गई, बट लेट अस टॉक अबाउट सुदान. So we'll be discussing a little bit about Sudan. The civil war is happening since when? Civil war matlab war between two groups within the country. Two or more groups, between two or more groups within the country. So the Sudanese civil war started in which year? Which is currently ongoing. Let me see how many if you can answer. I have not got the right answer till now. The right answer is April 2023 से start हुआ है, ठीक है? So the right answer is option B. Okay, so B is the right answer to this question. Let's move on to the next one. What is the name of the rebel group that has revolted against the Sudanese military? Your options are, हाँ इससे पहले का B आंसर था, हर्ष शर्मा एंड प्रांशी, you both are right. अब आपने सही जवाब दिया, हाँ B was the right answer. Rebel group that revolted against Sudanese military: M23, Rapid Support Forces, Sudanese Armed Forces, Boko Haram. What is the right answer to this question? I have discussed so many times, so I believe that you all should be answering it. मैंने कई बार डिस्कशन करा, मैंने बताया this is the armed forces of Sudan and it has been revolted by rapid support forces. So this is actually a sort of a paramilitary force which is considered as basically the rebel group that is revolting against the standing military. Okay, so the answer would be B, RSF, Rapid Support Forces. Okay, so B is the right answer. अगर आप सुदानी सिविल वॉर विकिपीडिया पे जाके सर्च करोगे, then also you will get to know. देखो मैं आपको पहले दिखाता हूँ, ये वाला सूडान है, इसमें जो ये वाला हिस्सा है थोड़ा सा, this region is being captured by RSF and the rest is in the hand of Sudan military. ठीक है, आप देखोगे ये वाला जो हिस्सा controlled by Rapid Support Forces, जो green वाला है, and this region and some portion of this, it is controlled by RSF. Okay, so RSF is the paramilitary or the one which is the rebel group, Rapid Support Forces, led by Muhammad Hamdan Dagalo, also known as Hemedti. This is the leader of Hemedti, or Muhammad Hamdan Dagalo is the leader of RSF, Rapid Support Forces. On the other hand, who is controlling the armed forces? The rest pink country, this is Sudanese Armed Forces, SAF, which is controlled by General Abdul Fattah al-Burhan. General Fattah al-Burhan. Okay, so this is the ruling one. Okay, so that is what you should be knowing. ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. दूसरी बात ये कि they talk about Darfur region. तो ये वाला हिस्सा को ना Darfur कहते हैं. This region of Sudan is called as Darfur. And in this region, there is an allegation against Rapid Support Forces that it has done massacre called as Masalij massacre or Masalij genocide. So it's an ethnic group in Sudan that has witnessed this massacre. Okay, बस इससे ज़्यादा नहीं जानना है, because we have to discuss each and every country of Africa, and if we keep on going in detail, then of course it is difficult for you to remember, and it is not that much important. So whatever are the basic facts that we have discussed, that is more than enough. Okay. So Rapid Support Forces, I've told you, the commander is Hemedti. And yes, it is said there are reports which say that perhaps they are being supported by United Arab Emirates, but UAE has denied. Okay, so ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. And this is the rebel group or the paramilitary force which is fighting against the Sudanese armed forces. And Sudanese armed forces are primarily supported by these countries, but it is said that mainly Saudi Arabia, in fact, also supports it. Okay, that's what. This is the main group. This is the main army actually, which is ruling the country. The 70-80% of the country. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. इससे ज़्यादा आप नहीं जानना है, ठीक है? Because otherwise you will keep on learning it. Facts उतना detail नहीं जानना, but एक rough idea होना चाहिए. Now, why I'm discussing, why I say कि there are a lot of conflicts in Africa, but we do not get to know. जैसे एक नवंबर की न्यूज़ थी, Sudan death toll for higher than previously reported. तो इसमें ये लोग बता ये रहे थे कि somewhere around 61,000 people have died in Khartoum where the fighting began last year. तो 2023 में begin हुआ था और ये 2024 की न्यूज़ है. So basically, I have earlier also said that whenever there is a conflict in Africa, it is very much not that much reported in media. उतना ज़्यादा न्यूज़ में नहीं आता है ना. That is what you should be knowing. One more thing, this person was also very much in the news in context of Sudan. He ruled for Sudan for almost, आप देख सकते हैं, 26 years. And there is an allegation of human rights violation against him, and he lost the power again through military coup. Coup d'etat लिखा ना. Coup d'etat means the overthrow of the existing government by the military, है ना. So he was actually an ICC had issued arrest warrant against him. ICC means International Criminal Court, had issued arrest warrant against him for committing wars crime in Darfur region. I have told you Darfur is in West Sudan region. That is what you should be knowing about. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one called as Mali. Now Mali is actually a country in West Africa. So where is Mali? तो आप देख सकते हो, this is India. मैंने आपको बताया इस रीजन को साहेल रीजन कहते हैं ना, साहेल रीजन. ओके, साहेल रीजन में ये है माली. दिस इज माली कंट्री. ओके, अगर आप माली में देखोगे, देखो यही माली है. अब देखो गौर से, मालियन आर्मी इज द मेन रूलिंग गवर्नमेंट है ना, माली से मालियन आर्मी. और रेबेल में जो है सबसे मोस्ट बिगेस्ट रेबेल है वो अजावद कहते हैं, अजावद मूवमेंट्स. तो ये ग्रीन वाला रीजन है ना, दिस इज एक्चुअली कंट्रोल्ड बाय द रेबेल्स, मेन रेबेल्स. And the rest grey one is, I hope you are aware, Islamic State. So Islamic State has made a lot of actually multiple regional organization, and it is there are a lot of allegations of course human rights violation, etc. So Islamic State in Sahara also, that is the thing. But ये वाला ज़्यादा important है. Azawad movement वैसे याद रखना, और Malian army is the one which is ruling. Because of course there are so many things you cannot remember each and every one. बस जितना आपको basic पता होना चाहिए. Malian army from Mali. And those who are revolting or rebel group का नाम है Azawad, और full name है National Movement for the Liberation of Azawad. Okay, so Azawad भी याद रख लोगे, that is more than enough. It is a rebel group in Mali. Okay, that is what you should remember. और अगर आप चाहो तो आप देख सकते हो, there are all other rebel groups. तो ये main Mali government हो गई, इसमें MNLA वही Azawad we have told you, then Al Qaeda, then many other Boko Haram, many other things are there. और सब नहीं याद रख सकते हो. So that is what you should know. Mali is the Malian main government, and the main rebel group is Azawad. बस इतना याद रखना है, ठीक है? Try to remember this. That is more than enough. Okay, है ना? अब देखो थोड़ा सा मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ कि मैंने आपको बताया this place witnesses a lot of military coup. देखो 2 military coup हुआ 2020 में, फिर एक 2021 में military coup हुआ. Okay, then we have seen actually France was also having control. Rebel group पूछेंगे फ्रांसी, ठीक है? Whatever we have seen is in the past in different exams they ask rebel group कि this rebel group belongs to which country, like that. There's a Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, these rebel group from which country? They'll give 4 options, ठीक है, like that. So Mali का जो main rebel group है, that is you should know is Azawad, ठीक है, like this. So Mali में, I hope you are aware, France government, France was controlling, I hope you are aware, and it withdrew in August 2022, 15th August. India also became independent on the same day. So 2022 में French withdrew the forces, and I've told you many times that in Africa you will find a lot of natural resource, है ना? तो ये आपको पता होना चाहिए, and because of which a lot of European countries actually try to like have some stake in that, ठीक है? And other countries also, है ना? So they also try to have some stake. Now let's move on to Niger. This is not Nigeria. This is we are talking about is Niger, and here is Niger. आप देख सकते हैं नाइजर है, इसके नीचे नाइजीरिया है. सो करेंटली वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट नाइजर, ठीक है? नाउ अब देखोगे अगेन 2 years बैक 26 जुलाई 2023 coup d'etat. आपको लगता नहीं है, जब आप पढ़ोगे तो यू विल रियलाइज इट, तो यहाँ भी आजाबाद है थोड़ा बहुत, ठीक है? बट आपको ये रियलाइज हो जाएगा कि यू विल फाइंड अ लॉट ऑफ मिलिट्री coups हैपनिंग. हर 1, 2 साल 3 साल के अंदर देखोगे किसी न किसी अफ्रीकन कंट्री में मिलिट्री coup हो रहा है. सो देयर वाज मोहम्मद बाजूम एंड ही वाज रिमूव्ड. And now we are having Abdur Rahman Chiachini, और ये करंट अफेयर्स में भी न्यूज में थे. We are taught in current affairs also, ठीक है? So Mohammad Bazoum was actually the ruler, the president till 2023, and he lost 26 July 2023. Military coup, Nigerian military coup happens, and he is removed. And he is removed by whom? Removed by Abdur Rahman Chiani. Okay, the Chiani, I think it is pronounced that. So he did military coup, but he took the charge as the president officially on 25th March 2025. Now it is a current affairs, yes or no? नहीं, current affairs कैसा हो गया ये? 26 March 2025. Okay, that is what you should know. हो सकता है नाम के साथ पूछ दें कि Niger, the new president of Niger, the 11th president of Niger, he is the person who brought military coup 2 years back. So although he had not officially declared himself as president, but now he has declared himself as president also. So पूछ सकते हैं कि Abdur Rahman Chiani, which is recently in news, has appointed himself as the president of which country? So they'll give option Niger, Nigeria, Mali, Burkina Faso. So the answer is Niger. Okay, so that you should be knowing about. ठीक है, ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. Now एक और है बोको हरम. This is very much in the जी एकदम पता होना चाहिए because मैंने देखा है PYQs में एक क्वेश्चन आते हुए बोको हरम पर. I see. So ये नाइजीरिया and चाद, नाइजर, कैमरून, माली ये सब जगह है. So this is actually a rebel group in this region. The name is Boko Haram. Very, very, very important. मैंने देखा है this question that Boko Haram is a militant organization or a rebel group, something like that. इस तरह क्वेश्चन आया था. Militant group of which country? So the answer, main answer would be either Nigeria. Main जो आंसर है वो नाइजीरिया में, but there are countries चाद, नाइजर, कैमरून, माली में भी है. Okay, so and it is known as it's a part of Islamic State, West African province का part. They say कि it's a part of that. But इतना पूछेंगे कि Boko Haram is a rebel group, a militant organization or terrorist organization इस तरह करके of which country? So अगर Nigeria आंसर है, so the best answer would be Nigeria. Otherwise के आसपास because it has impact in these countries also. ठीक है. Then you can mark Niger, Chad, Cameroon, Mali also, but mainly Nigeria. Boko Haram. ये पूछते हैं रेबेल ग्रुप का नाम मैंने देखा किसी किसी एग्जाम पूछते हैं. Till now they have not asked in CLAT, but maybe they can ask this time. Okay, मतलब इसका कोई भरोसा नहीं है ना, क्योंकि इस टाइम क्वेश्चन आता है. ठीक है, तो नाइजीरिया का मैंने बता दिया and it is impacting Niger also. So let's talk about Nigeria. आज मैंने सर्च किया आज और ये मिल गया न्यूज. देखो, this is today's news. मैं ऐसी सर्च कर रहा था जब मैं PPT बना रहा था. When I was making the PPT, I was searching about Nigeria and I got this कि अच्छा 150 again attacks. आप देख लो, that's why I always say that there are a lot of violence happens in Africa which are not covered by media much. उतना ज्यादा कवर नहीं होता, लोग मतलब अननोटिस रह जाता है. ठीक है, आप देखोगे इवन WHO वेबसाइट पे भी लिखा है persistent armed conflict by with Boko Haram in northeast Nigeria is resulting in widespread displacement, food insecurity and many victims. So यही पूछते हैं वो, rebel group Boko Haram belongs to which country? So the answer is Nigeria mainly, but it has impact in other neighboring countries like Mali, Niger, etc. also. Chad. Okay, तो ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. Okay, है ना. बोको हराम इंसर्जेंसी के बारे में अगर आप चाहो थोड़ा और डिटेल में पढ़ सकते हो, but I'm not suggesting you to go much in detail because of course if you keep on going in detail then of course याद भी तो रखना है. You have to remember all those things. बस टर्म्स याद रखने हैं ना. So Nigeria and versus Islamic State, Boko Haram, these all are on one side. That is how you can remember. Now let's move on to the next one, Burkina Faso. इसमें तो 2-3 साल में आपको पता है ये तो मिलिट्री को हर अक्सर आता है. It is famous for military को. अच्छा एक चीज बताइए please, since we are talking about these things. Global Terrorism Index is released by which organization? This I have discussed. And which has got rank 1, means the most affected terrorism affected country. And which organization releases this? Please tell me. I still remember I have discussed it in paid sessions. And I think also in the current affairs on YouTube also. Global Terrorism Index rank 1 किसका है? And which organization releases the report Global Terrorism Index? तो latest वाला, latest report की बात कर रहे हैं, rank 1. Anyone? I'm waiting for the response. Yes, Institute of Economic Peace निकालती IEP, very good. And rank 1 है सामने लिखा हुआ बुर्किना फासो. Yes, Pranshi Govind, you are right. Okay, so let me show about Burkina Faso. यहाँ बुर्किना फासो है. मैंने को पता नहीं पूरा रीजन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट अफेक्टेड रीजन है. सेंट्रल अफ्रीका पूरा ये वाला रीजन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट अफेक्टेड रीजन है. अब देखो, ongoing war and civil conflict between government of Burkina Faso and Islamist rebels. So इसमें भी मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, है ना. Burkina Faso on one side, which is being supported by Russia, Wagner Group, France, etc., and Mali, US. Are belligerent. Opposite sides में Al Qaeda is there, and there are others, Ansar Islam, many other Islamic states, Sahel province, Islamic State, West African province. These are on the other sides. हाँ, इंडिया की रैंक 14 है, यस, फ्रांसिको विल राइट। तो दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड नो। और देखो साहिल रीजन लिखा भी है ना, कहाँ लिखा था साहिल रीजन, हाँ, आई हैव टोल्ड यू दिस इज एक्चुअली। और ये आप देख सकते हो, द ब्लू वन इज व्हिच इज द कंट्रोल बाय आई थिंक द गवर्नमेंट, है ना, आप देख सकते हो, ठीक है। एंड देखो मैं आपको मिलिट्री को दिखाता हूँ इनका, जनवरी 2022 मिलिट्री को, मतलब एज फार एज आई कुड रिमेंबर 1-2 साल पहले ऐसे हुआ था, एक साल में 2-2 3-4 मिलिट्री को आ गया। फिर सितंबर 2022 अगेन मिलिट्री को अटेम्प्ट, अब देख लो यहाँ जनवरी, आफ्टर 5-6 months we have seen another military coup. Then उसके बाद 2023 अगेन मिलिट्री को, ओके, अब देखें सितंबर 2023 अनदर मिलिट्री को, उसके बाद अभी 22 अप्रैल 2025 there was another attempt for military coup. It had foiled major coup plot. Is that Captain Ibrahim Traore is actually the ruler right now, जनता लीडर, जनता मतलब वही मिलिट्री को कह रहे हैं। So yeah, every year, every 6 months or every 1 year, this country witnesses military coup. That is why it is top in ranks first in global terrorism index. A lot of rebel group, a lot of military coups, and this is by Institute for Economic Peace. Okay, so ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. This is very very important. Okay, yes. Ibrahim Traore, he is actually the current president of Burkina Faso since 2022. Military coup. But there have been attempts in recent years also, and he's only 37 years old, and he's the second youngest head of the state in the world. Okay, और यहाँ भी फ्रांस का कंट्रोल होता था earlier. We have told you that a lot of European countries had tried to control the regions of Africa because of natural resources, है ना? So ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. So he's there as the interim president since then. Now let's move on to the next one, Somalia. Where is Somalia? In which region of Africa you will find east, north, west, south? कहाँ पर मिलेगा? Where do you find Somalia? This region. And Somalian pirates, I'm sure you must have heard. They attack the ships. Somalia is famous for that. Okay. तो आप देख सकते हो ये गल्फ ऑफ एडन है, ये रेड सी है, और ये वाला जो है दिस इज एक्चुअली स्ट्रेट ऑफ बाब अल मंदब. That is what you should know. और ये है सुदान, सोमालिया. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. Now इसको Horn of Africa भी कहते हैं. So the country which is in Horn of Africa is, so the answer is Somalia. Okay. Now आपको पता होगा कि बहुत सारी ships वगैरह जब भी जाती है तो they are being attacked by Somalian pirates. Somalian pirates are very famous. So that is what you should know. Now ये बहुत important है. Please tell me the name of rebel group in Somalia. Very famous rebel group. It has caused a lot of havoc also, like a lot of militant terrorist attack in Somalia because of this group. What is the name of that rebel group? ये पूछते हैं एग्जाम में, मैंने देखा किसी PYQs में. So till now they have not asked in CLAT or AILET in recent years, but still in different exams they do ask if this is a rebel group of which country as a state, and they will give you 4 options. So mainly जो है रेबल ग्रुप उसका नाम पूछा आता है कौन से कंट्री से बिलोंग करते हैं. इसलिए मैं सारे को आई एम नॉट एक्सप्लेनिंग ईच एंड एवरी सिविल वॉर इन डिटेल बिकॉज़ ऑफ कोर्स दैट इज नॉट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो द आंसर इज अल शबाब. So Al Shabaab is actually, of course, it is said that it's an ally of Al Qaeda. So Al Shabaab is a rebel group in Somalia. बस इतना याद रखना, इससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं. That is more than enough. Okay. Otherwise, if you keep on reading it, then of course the class will become very long if I keep on discussing each and everything. It is in Kenya, Ethiopia also, but primarily it is in Somalia. तो ये पूछेंगे. That is what you should be knowing about. Now the next is Central African Republic. So let us talk about Central African Republic. तो ये कहाँ पर है? So just north from Democratic Republic of Congo. So अगर आप देखोगे ये DRC है. हाँ, Horn of Africa comprises of 8 countries. Yes, you are right. Somalia, Ethiopia, Egypt, and Djibouti. But I am not going in that detail. इसलिए मैंने सिर्फ सोमालिया बताया. Yes, you are right. सेंट्रल अफ्रीकन रिपब्लिक के बीच में, ओके, एंड सेंट्रल अफ्रीकन रिपब्लिक में भी अगर आप जाओ तो देखोगे इट्स ऑनगोइंग सिविल वॉर. ओके, और अगर आप देखोगे वॉर से देखो जूम करके देख रहे हो कितने सारे रेबल ग्रुप है, कोई एक का कंट्रोल नहीं लग रहा है. गवर्नमेंट का कंट्रोल, ये जो पिंक वाला है मोस्टली गवर्नमेंटलाइज है, लेकिन देख रहे हो और भी लोगों का कंट्रोल है. There are a lot of ग्रुप्स विच आर कंट्रोलिंग, एक कोई किसी के हाथ में ही नहीं है। सो आप देख सकते हो ना, तो ये जो है ना, इसके अलावा एक्वा कलर का जो है ना, ये पीआरएनसी के कंट्रोल में, पीआरएनसी है ना। ओके, बाकी कोएलिशन ऑफ पैट्रियट्स फॉर चेंज, ठीक है, ये है और पीआरएनसी है, ठीक है, दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड नो, इससे ज्यादा नहीं जाना। दीस टू आर द मेन रेबल ग्रुप्स, पीआरएनसी एंड कोएलिशन फॉर पैट्रियट्स फॉर चेंज, सो दीस आर द थिंग्स यू शुड बी नोइंग अबाउट, ठीक है। लेट्स मूव ऑन टू डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक ऑफ कांगो, ये थोड़ा ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। सेंट्रल अफ्रीकन रिपब्लिक वाला बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, ठीक है, बट दिस वन इज इंपॉर्टेंट, डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक ऑफ कांगो। एंड इनके रेबल ग्रुप का नाम बताओ, तो ये डीआरसी है, यहां से एक रवांडा का रेबल ग्रुप है विच इज अटैकिंग डीआरसी, एंड दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट। इज यूनाइटेड नेशंस पावरलेस, कह सकते हो एक तरह से, ठीक है, दैट्स एक्चुअली अ डिबेटेबल टॉपिक वेदर यूनाइटेड नेशन इज पावरलेस और नॉट, बट हाँ, नॉट वेरी मच पावरफुल एज इट शुड हैव बीन, है ना, उतना ज्यादा पावर इफेक्टिव नहीं है। There is a rebel group from Rwanda which is actually attacking Democratic Republic of Congo. उस रेबल ग्रुप का नाम बताना है, मैंने कई बार डिस्कस किया भी। यस, क्रिसिस सचदेवा, वेरी गुड, M23, ठीक है, दिस यू शुड बी नोइंग, ठीक है। सो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बिगन बिटवीन डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक कांगो एंड रवांडा इन 2022, entered the country to provide military support to March 23 movements, M23 movements कहते हैं, है ना, दिस आपको पता होना चाहिए। ओके, नॉर्थ किवू रीजन में, नॉर्थ किवू साउथ किवू यहीं पे रीजन है, नॉर्थ किवू साउथ किवू, these are the regions of DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, where they have brought the conflict, है ना। तो रवांडा से यहाँ घुसे, है ना, and they are causing in the eastern coast, on the eastern portion of Democratic Republic of Congo, March 23 movements are there, ठीक है, तो ये आपको पता होना चाहिए, है ना। आप देख सकते हो रवांडा से यहाँ, ये वाला रीजन, ओके। अब देखोगे, है ना, सो द बेलिजरेंट्स में क्या है, ऑन वन साइड डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक ऑफ कांगो एंड अदर साइड इज रवांडा, रवांडा के M23 ग्रुप्स, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है। सर FATF के ब्लैकलिस्ट में जो कंट्रीज है, व्हाई डोंट दे लीव FATF? आई नीड टू चेक दिस, कृषि सचदेवा, what are the clauses regarding leaving the FATF, ठीक है, नॉन आई विल आंसर इट, ठीक है, मैं देखूंगा उसके बारे में। ओके, तो जो डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक ऑफ कांगो के जो प्रेसिडेंट, इनका नाम है फेलिक्स त्शिसेकेदी, पता नहीं क्या, आई डोंट नो द प्रोनाउंसिएशन, बट जस्ट रिमेंबर इट, है ना, he is there since January, he is actually ruling the Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, now let's talk about Gabon, ये भी करंट अफेयर्स में न्यूज़ में था, है ना। सो देखो, अगर आप देखोगे 13 अप्रैल 2025, ये करंट अफेयर्स का पार्ट है अगेन, तो ये थोड़ा सा ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो गया। ब्राइस ओलिगो निगोमा, है ना, who brought the military coup, he actually won in election, तो इन्होंने एक बार मिलिट्री coup करवाया था और अभी फिर इलेक्शन करवाया और इलेक्शन जीत गए। ओके, हाँ, वेस्ट अफ्रीका, सेंट्रल अफ्रीका कह सकते हो, यहाँ पर है गैबॉन एक्चुअली, तो सेंट्रल अफ्रीका ही टेक्निकली कहलाएगा, एक गल्फ ऑफ गिनिया कहलाता है, यहाँ पर है गैबॉन। ओके, सो अगर आप देखोगे, आफ्टर Ali Bongo was the earlier president and he was deposed मतलब मिलिट्री को से he was overthrown 2 years ago, मतलब 2023 की बात है, he was overthrown and Brice Oligui Nguema was controlling the power, he held an election and he won it. ओके, तो बोंगो फैमिली 2023 तक, 2023 में मिलिट्री को हुआ, ये आए और फिर इन्होंने अपने लिए इलेक्शन कराया और जीत भी गए। ओके, है ना, देखो अगस्त 2023 को डीटा ओपन, अली बोंगो द प्रेसिडेंट लॉस्ट द पावर, इनके हाथ से पावर चला गया। उसके बाद ब्राइस ओलिगो निगोमा इज एक्चुअली टुक द चार्ज, तो इन्होंने चार्ज ले लिया और अभी उन्होंने इलेक्शन करवाया, इट डिड द इलेक्शन एंड ही वन इट। सो ऑफ कोर्स यू आर अ मिलिट्री रूलर एंड इफ यू कंडक्ट एन इलेक्शन ऑफ कोर्स यू विल विन, एवरीवन नोस, है ना, ये तो पता ही है। अगेन देखो, सिंस इंडिपेंडेंस फ्रॉम फ्रांस, मैं क्या बता रहा हूँ, बहुत सारे कंट्रीज, अफ्रीकन कंट्रीज में फ्रांस का कंट्रोल था। ओके, एंड you know these reasons, है ना, I don't need to explain much in detail. Now the next is Ethiopia. This is also important. इसमें 2 रेबल ग्रुप है जो पूछा जाएगा। Can you please tell me one of the rebel group? There are 2 famous rebel groups, एक का नाम बता दो। एक चीज और, इथियोपियन प्राइम मिनिस्टर का नाम बताओ, he won Nobel Peace Prize in 2019. What is the name of the prime minister? I am waiting for the response. अच्छा, इथियोपिया से डायरेक्टर जनरल ऑफ WHO आते हैं, उनका नाम बता दो, ये बता दो कम से कम। कुछ तो बता दो. This you should be knowing at least. I'm waiting for the response. And Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. Yes, Aragon. Some guy has answered me. Yes, you're right. Huh? And Prime Minister of Ethiopia is Abiy Ahmed Ali. ठीक है, that is what you should know. तो अब देखोगे तो यहाँ भी सिविल वॉर चल रहा था, बट इट इज सेड कि नॉट हैज स्टॉप्ड. टिग्रे वॉर कहते हैं. टिग्रे इज द रीजन है ना, नवंबर 2020 से नवंबर 2022 तक इट वाज अ सिविल वॉर. सो एक ये टिग्रे पीपल्स लिबरेशन फ्रंट और एक और ओरोमो रेबल्स. अगर ये दोनों टर्म आए, ओरोमो, OROMO, ओरोमो रेबल्स, या लिखा हो टिग्रे पीपल्स लिबरेशन फ्रंट. सो दीज आर रेबल ग्रुप फ्रॉम इथियोपिया. इतना यहाँ तक बस, इससे ज्यादा नहीं. That is more than enough. You should be knowing. ठीक है. And in 2019, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed Ali was awarded Nobel Peace Prize for resolving the border conflicts with Eritrea. और ये भी रीजन था. ठीक है. तो देखो इथियोपिया के ऊपर में एक टिग्रे रीजन है, यही है. This is a part of Ethiopia which is bordering Eritrea. ओके, तो ये टिग्रे रीजन में TPLF है. TPLF ना क्या नाम था उसका? हाँ, टिग्रे पीपल्स लिबरेशन फ्रंट. यस. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड नो. और रेबल ग्रुप देयर. और एक और ओरोमो रेबल्स कभी कभी लिखते हैं. ओरोमो रेबल्स कहां से है? सो अगेन द आंसर वुड बी द सेम, इथियोपिया. ठीक है ना. अभी अहमद अली है ना, इज द करंट प्राइम मिनिस्टर and he's also from Oromo descent. So 2019 he got Nobel Peace Prize for his effort to achieve peace and international cooperation. Okay, and resolving border conflict with Eritrea. Okay, so 2019 is not very far, like बहुत पुराना नहीं है. मैं क्यों बता रहा हूँ? Because देखो, when they had in CLAT 2021, मैंने आपको बताया था, they had asked about Gandhi Peace Prize 2021, and you won't be surprised they had asked who won Gandhi Peace Prize in 2014, and the answer was ISRO. हाँ, AILET ही पूछ सकते हैं, बिल्कुल ऐसे स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. इसलिए मैं आपको एकदम बहुत चुन करके बता रहा हूँ फैक्ट. आई एम नॉट एक्सप्लेनिंग इन डिटेल, पूरा इथियोपिया की हिस्ट्री नहीं निकाल रहा हूँ. बस जो फैक्ट है कि ये रेबल ग्रुप ही ये प्राइम मिनिस्टर, इन्होंने नोबेल पीस प्राइज जीता. एकदम लिमिटेड आई एम टेलिंग यू, because I know that if we keep on telling it, of course in one class I will discuss only one country. Okay, तो जितना जरूरत का है उतना मैंने बताया, फिर आगे मैं स्किप कर दिया. ठीक है. Otherwise, I mean, if you ask me, I'll keep on teaching for the next 1 hour. ठीक है. So I think that is more than enough of whatever I have discussed. Tomorrow I'll be having a class on G7 because G7 summit अभी हो रही, कहाँ हो रही? कनाडा में, है ना. I hope you are aware. So this we will discuss. And the next week में Monday को 3 PM पे we'll be having class on Iran-Israel conflict, which is very, very important. Okay. So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to the channel. Why Iran-Israel conflict? Yes, Krishi Sasdeva, I'll be doing the class Monday 3 PM on that topic. Okay. जब तक के लिए those who watched joined late, जब तक के लिए आप ये वाली क्लास देख लीजिए. This one. If you have not watched it, please watch it so that whenever we'll be discussing on Monday the conflict between Iran and Israel, this will be helpful. ठीक है. तो आप ये क्लास देख लीजिएगा. इसमें मैंने JCPOA जॉइंट कम्प्रिहेंसिव प्लान ऑफ एक्शन एटसेट्रा डिस्कस किया है. तो अगर आप ये देख लोगे ना, if you revise it and make notes, so when I discuss it, it becomes easy for you to understand. Okay. So this is all about today's class. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.